All right. Algernon's October with the check-in on Hip Hop United. We got the King of Grills in the building. Scotty ATL. How you doing, family?
Man, I'm doing great. I feel good. How you doing?
Man, I am excellent. I am happy to see you.
For
Not
sure.
just that, we know you've had a lot going on. We're going to get into that, but we're just happy that you are here. But we're also just happy that you're here on the platform, man. You're looking strong despite
Yeah.
everything else, man. How are you feeling? Let's start there.
I feel great. I feel stronger. I'm in physical therapy, right now. So I'm working on healing my bone and getting my muscles back stronger. But in general, my spirit feels good. My mind, my heart. I'm doing good, man.
All right. Tell us your story because everybody might not be familiar with what you've gone through, man. Talk about that.
No doubt. I was in an accident last year in May where I got hit by a tow truck. I was on the side of the highway changing my tire. I got hit by a drunk driver ran into the back of the tow truck, hit me, smashed me in between both cars. I lost like 4 pints of blood on the scene. It was crazy. I've had 8 surgeries since then. I had 5 blood transfusions.
Wow.
This is like one of the most traumatic things I feel like I've been through in my life.
Understandable, man. Well, we're happy that you are here. We're happy you're on the mend. You are a testament to the goodness of not only God, but life in general, my brother. So we're happy to have you here. Okay, well, catch us up. You got Grills by Scotty popping.
Right.
It's everywhere. What inspired you to do Grills? Like, did you have to take classes? Did you have to go through this type of certification? What does it take to be able to make Grills, bro?
So a friend of mine actually approached me about making grills for another person. I went and checked out the company. I thought it was cool. I really wasn't that interested. At this time, I was just doing music more. On tours, I think I might have been on tour with like B.O.B. at the time or something like that. And I left there and went to the strip club, ran into a friend of mine, and he said he had just lost his job. He wanted to do grills. So that's how I really got started. I took him up there. We got started then, like that day, and just kept going. Eventually, me and him split and it didn't work out between us. But people kept hitting me up about getting grills. So I just took it seriously, and I created a page while I was on tour called Grills by Scotty. It was really just like, something I was doing just to showcase like, hey, y'all, this is what I do on the side.
Yeah.
And it just took a life of its own. And I started doing celebrities grills. I started doing grills on the road. And one thing led to another, and I ended up having to get my own store eventually.
Yeah. Just grew like that, man.
Yeah.
So it's a very successful venture for you in terms of Grills by Scotty. What advice would you give people who are trying to build a profitable business?
I would, you know what, and this is, I'm saying this, man, every day to myself now is that everything takes longer than expected. And I think it's a good mindset that I've been trying to live in for the last like at least few weeks now, because I think that a lot of times people get in any game and expect it to pop off immediately,
Right.
and that does happen, but the likelihood of it is more like a longer game, taking your time, and if you're willing to like put the time and the work in, then you could be successful at anything you want to do.
Absolutely. So what's some of the lessons you've learned, especially since the accident? Like, what keeps you motivated to keep going forward, man?
Some of the lessons that I've learned since the accident, one really big one is that you got to keep going no matter what. And I've learned that just because, although I'm going through what I'm going through, I can't just sit at home and mope around. I can't just wait on somebody to give me something. I got to still create. I got to still keep my mind working. I got to still keep my body going, And I think that's something that I think everybody can relate to, because everybody has a problem. Everybody has something they're dealing with in life that can make you feel like you handicapped in some way. But I think the truth is that you can keep going. You really don't have a choice. And if you look at it that way, then nothing can stop you.
Yeah. What motivates you?
What motivates me, my kids, my family, my loved ones, life in general. I feel every day when I wake up and I got something to do, I just feel inspired. You know, it could not even be like I'm making no money off of it, you know, but if it's doing something that I love, I wake up, man, I'm happy like a kid, you know what I mean, on Christmas, because I just like to do the things that I like to do in life, which is music, acting. I do my own podcast as well, and I do grills. So when I wake up and I have these things on my plate, I'm excited to like just for the challenges, for the day, for whatever we got going on. I'm happy to do it.
It is a blessing. You do have a lot on your plate. How do you prioritize your responsibilities to create that balance as well as progression?
I have a schedule. I stay organized. I make a to-do list. I have assistants. I have processes. You know, I came into the game as a hustler, right?
Right.
But eventually you have to learn how to be a businessman, right? If you want to take hustling to the next level.
Absolutely.
So that's like me teaching myself these things every day. What works for me, you know, resting, putting out scheduled blocks, how to do the blocks. You know, I have a schedule and I created my own way to do my schedule where it works for me. It's 2-hour intervals where I don't try to cram everything in at 9, 10, 11, 12. You know, it's 9 to 11, and then it's 11 to 1, and I can get so many things done in this time frame, right? And I teach my employees and my friends and people around me this way of life because I feel like it works. So I'm just always innovating like new ways for the business, for myself, to be better, to be more efficient.
Okay. I saw the Trinidad James grill.
Yeah.
In terms of that. Talk about that.
Man, that's my homie, man. Trinidad James has been supporting me since I started. You know, this weekend is going to be my 6-year anniversary for Grills by Scotty.
Oh, hold on. Let's stop for a quick moment and let's stay in this moment and celebrate. So 6 years are you giving grills to the A and beyond worldwide.
Yeah.
Yo, man, that's a big, big accomplishment. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. Again, I feel like we have so much more to do as a company. We're just getting started, and you know, I like to look at the companies like the Chick-fil-A's, the Walmarts, Mercedes-Benz, like they've been in the game for 20, 50 years, you know what I mean? Right. So that's my goal, and I want to elevate, I want to expand the company. So, yeah. Now, we're just getting started.
We're super proud of you for that, man. That's a big deal to not only build a business, but to build a brand.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that's exactly what you were doing, man. So big energy.
Thank you.
For Grills by Scotty making it happen. All right. I'm sure there's some new music on the way. What kind of vibes can we expect? What's going on?
Okay. So I have some new music that I'm going to be dropping this year. I really been trying to make sure I put out what I feel like represents me the best during this time. You know, I don't want to just make music just to say I make music. Okay. I really want to make music that speaks more to where I'm at in life today. You know what I mean? So I put out a project recently called Couch Potato.
Okay.
That's out everywhere. I recorded it on the couch. I couldn't move really at the time, so I had my engineer come over to the crib. We recorded everything. There's a song called Blood on My Ice that's on that project that really talks about what I went through the night when I got in the accident. That's doing really well, as well as another song called Hit My Phone that's doing real good too. So I'm happy, man. I want to keep putting out more music, and as well as setting myself up for success in these other areas.
Nice. Okay. Now in hip hop, there's always a debate on the top rappers within the culture.
Okay.
Who is Scotty's top 2 or 3 rappers?
Like top dead or alive, or just alive, or what?
We do dead or alive.
Oh man, that's easy then.
Okay.
Number 1, I got to give it to Andre 3000.
3 stacks.
That's just off the T.O.P. Number 2, top rappers. I'm gonna say Tupac, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Tupac, man. Number 3, this is debatable, but I'ma say Pimp C.
Okay.
I'ma say Pimp C. And then I'm gonna put Kendrick Lamar in there. And that last one. You know what? If I'm being honest.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, I'm gonna put Drake in there too.
Okay. That's
if I'm being honest, I ain't gonna do him like that. Cause Drake did get crushed in that beef. He really did get crushed. And I felt some type of way. But if we really looking at the stats and we really judging it off of the talent, he got to be in there.
What about Atlanta?
What about just specifically Atlanta rappers?
Oh man, you got to put Tip in there for sure. Got to put Tip in there. You got to put Future in there. Andre 3000, I already said. I got to say 2 Chainz is a part of that. 2 Chainz got bars.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about talent now. I ain't talking about notoriety and stats and all that. I'm talking about talent. You feel me? And you know who else I'm gonna put in there? I'm gonna put Young Thug in there. I feel like Young Thug is talented, very talented.
Your list is dope. All right, okay, I got you.
And if I had to add one more, I'll put Lil Baby in there, cause Lil Baby be snapping. I just feel like the other guy have more longevity, but he do be snapping. I give him that.
Okay, that's a solid list, my brother.
No doubt.
That's definitely a very solid list.
No
okay,
doubt.
So what's next for you, sir?
What's next for me? Again, we have an anniversary, private shindig. You know what I'm saying? This weekend, it's going digital. I'm looking to do more on Edgewood this summer in terms of my show live on Edgewood, as well as what we're doing in terms of on a night scene. So we've done more of just daytime activity with the store. We're gonna be having a few more parties throughout the summer.
Okay.
On Edgewood at Grills by Scotty. Look forward to some new music, and that's it.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you falling through to check in with us. We wish you nothing but continued success, good health, and of course, safe travels. Please tell everyone where they can find you and tap in.
No doubt, man. You can find me on Instagram or any other platform, Scotty ATL. That's SCOTTY ATL. Follow Grills by Scotty, Grills with the Z, Scotty with the S. And you could check out grillsbyscotty.com. And hit me up, man. You could text me right now if you want to get a grill, 561-379-1961. Text me right now, and we'll get you lined up to get you a solid gold grill like mine. Feel me?
There we go, shining, gleaming, and all of that. Well, make sure you subscribe to Hip Hop United on iHeart app. Make sure you lock us into the presets because we're there. So you want to make sure you can hear this interview as well as many others. We appreciate everybody's support. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Grills by Scotty. Make sure y'all tap in. Let's go.
Let's go.